Buongiorno a tutti ragazzi, buongiorno a tutti, eccoci con Dragon Age.
Might be a good time to see what Solus
E
thinks of all
Veilguard,
this.
allora siamo... Scusate un po' di fiatone. Siamo alla parte 11. Mi mancano ancora 4 parti alla fine del gioco. Non vedo l'ora che finisca sto gioco. Parla con Solas, che due coglioni. Che palle questi dialoghi con Solas.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely.
We got them away free and clear.
Allora, l'unica cosa che mi piace di questa cosa,
I do not know
cioè di questi dialoghi con Solas, è l'atmosfera, cioè l'ambientazione. Cioè, nel senso, tutto questo grigiore,
Thank you for allowing me to
questa
help.
cosa desolata, diciamo.
Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
Sembra di essere tipo fuori dal mondo, vedete che roba? Tutto questo grigio, ma anche tutto questo... Queste rovine, queste rocce così, questa distruzione, ecco, tutto distrutto. Ecco, mi piace proprio questo contesto fuori dal mondo. Poi è bello anche questo divisorio che c'è tra loro due, questo burrone a dividerli.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Già.
Yeah, you were.
A mistake I shall endeavor not to repeat. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Poi faccio questa qua, non è cambiato nulla.
The odds on this were never good, but we've already beaten them once. We have a job to finish, and 2 gods to kill. We don't get to wallow and whine because no one else is taking this fight.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
Did the Veil Jumpers find any traces of where Elganon and his archdemon went?
No. Venatori started swarming the area right after we left, and they had to leave.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Subito. Oh, non so neanche cosa
Got
fa.
options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up and be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Ma aspettiamone per livellarlo un po'. Ok, direi di fare questo qui. Quanto va l'inquisitrice? Che praticamente dov'è? Ah. Qua di stato del mono. Dove ancora ben lava e neve. Mi piace come team. Un gicigno lastricato.
You had me followed. Quite a...
Reach up there for me.
Yes, Lorelei.
Hail, Rook, Bane of gods, ain't left and awakened.
I just wanted to say what you did back in Arlethan. Thank you. Really, you're a good friend. A really, really good friend.
You helped me as much as I helped you. But you're welcome.
Keep it going.
Where were we? You helped me as much as I helped you. But you're welcome.
I never had a sister, but, well, you're one to me. And that means a lot.
Trying to pull the heartstrings means a lot to me too, Belle. And right back at you.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Your heart. He meant that much?
Yes, he did. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the Veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
Vuoi fare questa qua?
He really made you happy?
Yes.
Allora è giusto che torni.
Well, you deserve to be happy. As long as he's
Esatto, basta non fa casini, poi per il resto
That would put a damper on things. Yes.
This is all hypothetical anyway.
Basta che non fa casini, poi per il resto possono fare qualsiasi cosa.
But enough about me. Tell me about embarrassing Elganon in front of all his cultists.
Did the Magisterium explain why
We're not alone.
Come to think of it,
It just appeared over.
You dozed off in your breakfast this morning. You might think about getting some rest.
I did. A little bit. At least an hour. I had a thought, and that became a plan.
Scusate, no. Usiamo questa cosa qua, mi dimentico sempre, ragazzi. Croceria. E torniamo lì.
To other shores.
You dozed off in your breakfast this morning. You might think about getting some rest.
I did. A little bit. At least an hour. I had a thought, and that became a plan, and then it was breakfast.
Just try not to fall asleep somewhere dangerous.
Oh, don't worry. Lucanus gave me some coffee. I'll be fine, I'm sure.
Well, you and coffee should mix well.
You let the Anton do whatever they want. They used comic on civilians. On your own people! I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillinane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk. So much suffering. The gods are sending a warning to other cities. Okay. Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
presume.
The Butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Gioco che femmina.
You have a strange way of showing your
Sì,
affection.
infatti, cioè.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
Per fare questa qua.
If you really do love this city,
Esatto,
you'll
vediamo
tell
se
me where the
parli.
gods are holding their ritual.
Ecco, vedete che uno stronzo.
They give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers.
Sto tizio proprio non mi piace per niente.
If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city. So, you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
Sapevo che era un bastardo sto qua, lo sentivo. Si vedeva che era uno stronzo del resto.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the Blight? Finish them off! We need to go after the Butcher! So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal, like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I wait among the trap. Gods gnawing my mind. I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. I'll not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver and fighting his own Antom.
How's that thing going to tell us about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
Oh. Ma dove cazzo devo andare?
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me. Win this city. This is the power the gods give.
Butcher! Where is the ritual?
So beautiful. But not like Treviso. I know. Ritual, you saved Jaw.
There's nothing left of him.
Now it's your turn.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
Time to finish it.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The butcher didn't lie, for whatever that's worth.
Io almost.
If I could have killed him without giving him what he wanted, I would have. Least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
Lo riconfesso.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Governor?
Oh, please, just say what you're thinking.
You sold Treviso out to the Antom.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antom. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Minrathous. I gave up the crows, you gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
Mi disgustato, decisamente.
I've met some terrible people lately, even without counting Elganon and Gillinane. You're right up there in some pretty august company. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antom kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elgar'nan and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antam are looking for, Evenchi's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Evenchi.
Many things bothered me about Evenchi. Yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
No, torna Faust, quindi scusate.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elgar'nan and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antam Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
Non è il momento di morire.
A dozen ships, a dozen fleets. Would that really change the odds against Elganon and Gillenane? By all rights, we should already be counted out of this fight. But look at us. We've made it this far. No one quits.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Allora dobbiamo tuffare.
Let's make sure there's too many distractions for them to spot us.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, veil jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us, except at their front door.
It's worth a shot, but our allies aren't strong enough to fight a prolonged battle. We could be signing their death warrants, but it's the best plan we've got.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We've still too much unfinished business nipping at our heels. There's time before the next eclipse. It's best we use it.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
For something like this, we'll need everyone we know. Would Morrigan help? Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know she's busy leading the fight in the south, but she knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead. We need to move soon, ready or not.
I agree.
Get some rest, and be ready.
Vabbè, due risa prova. Però alla fine cos'è che ho detto di male? Cioè, comunque dobbiamo partire. Allora, da quanto sto registrando, ragazzi? 44 minuti. Allora, andiamo avanti ancora un po'. Io tengo sempre Bellava e Neve. Ormai sono affezionato a loro due.
You had me followed. Inquired about.
Get the new supplies, will ya? Of course.
Hail, Rook, Bane of gods, ancient and awakened. Xenon the Antiquarian offers a hat.
It just appeared overnight. I swear. Didn't.
So the legends about Gillenane, creating the Hala, healing pools...
Got us at range. Right. Anyway.
So the legends about Gillenane, creating the Hala, healing pools, they were true, but twisted. Wonder if that's true with Elgernon too. I really hope not.
Why's that?
Well, they say he can move the sun and the moon.
Allora, grazie all'autometro finale non potrai tornare missioni complete o poi ancora scoperto. Ricordate, ma quindi non... Cioè, non ho capito, ragazzi, ma... Mica erano 14 le parti del gioco. Cioè, non ho capito. Boh. Beh, allora, ragazzi, siamo più vicini alla fine del gioco di quanto pensassi, mi viene da dire.
Which seems bad for a lot of reasons.
Event.
Come commità?
Are weaving together quickly now, Rook. For good or ill, the fate of the world shall be decided soon. I received Harding's missive. Your plan is sound.
So the Inquisitor's in?
Indeed, although she requires a few days to set events in motion. Time is needed to allot her responsibilities to those who are capable of managing them. Once settled, she has pledged herself to your cause. The snake's head must be severed, else the body simply grows anew. And what of your other allies? Will they also be ready? There is no room left for doubt or hesitation.
Lo saranno.
They've been ready for every fight before. I trust they'll be prepared.
As they must be. There will not be another opportunity to foil the schemes of Elgernon and Gillenane. If we fail in this, they gain all that is needed to reshape the world in their twisted image. The evil put into place with the aid of their Arnhem servants at Tearstone will cover the entire world.
Look, the gods can't blight the world without their dagger. And they can't finish their dagger until the eclipse, which isn't for another...
Esatto.
Elgernon.
While you gather your people, I will find the Inquisitor. And Rook, I wish you great luck.
Elgernon just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
Lucanus is right. We have to go now.
No time to scrape up an army, even if we had one.
You think we're enough?
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antom army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
We're the only thing standing between every single living creature and the Blight. I don't want to watch the world fall and know I didn't do everything I could. So let's stop the gods, whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can. I should talk with Varric, too. Get any last advice for killing a god. Varric, I hope I'm not interrupting whatever you're doing.
Take a deep breath.
The gods changed all the rules. We're going in blind. The whole team is pretty sure we're gonna die. And they might be right.
Weird shit is happening. Of course the team's on edge. It's not a personal failing for you to be scared either.
Non ho paura.
I'm not.
You're in uncharted territory. It's not like anyone has experience fighting gods. Well, maybe Solus does, but you really don't want to get him talking about it.
Too late.
My point is, you're doing the best anyone could do in this situation.
I guess I have some thinking to do about everything.
Go on. You know where to find me if you need me.
Well, let's not keep the gods waiting.
Shit. You shouldn't have to deal with all this.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morgan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antom army over there.
At least the gods are taking us seriously.
I could have lived without that.
The gods will know we're here soon, and so will the Antom. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antom ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be Blight farther up, Harding. And Darkspawn.
I've fought them before, and I've got the stone on my side.
No one's fast enough for that many Antom.
Someone has to do this, Tosh.
So who will it be?
Retro Harding.
Harding's right. This requires a good scout.
I'll take care of it. I promise.
I'll take the rest of us, and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, Lucanus will take Solus's dagger and ambush Gillenane.
Elgernon's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Gillenane first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgernon.
We should go. Wish me a little luck.
You got it. Harding?
Like you said back at the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
Ok, allora. Teniamo sempre Bellave Neve.
Right. Not the quickest path ahead, but we might reach the gods before we're spotted.
Tanto io ragazzi devo mettere il controller in ricarica. E mi sa che dobbiamo salutarci qua. Tra un po' si scarica la batteria, tra pochissimo.
There! That must be where the gods are making the dagger.
The ruins are funnels. They're concentrating the magic used for the ritual.
Well, so much for that.
Quick! We can't let them raise an alarm.
Devo fare chiuso. So. No, di qua non...
Intruders, take arms!
You heard the Kunari.
They've got mortars.
sa che devo per forza batterlo questo. Non mai devo per forza batterlo, però sì.
We're under fire.
Sounds like a lot more Arntam across the bay.
What are they saying?
Something about Gillenane giving them world-crushing power? Must be Harding's team distracting the Arntam. I hope they're all right. mercenaries again. They have mages.
We can make quick work of this.
Anton Reaver!
Allora, io finché posso scampare i combattimenti lo faccio, ma mi sa che devo per forza di cose finire il combattimento. Eh sì, eh sì. Devo per forza battere questo nemico qua, se no non mi fa andare avanti. Ci sta.
How brave of you to seek me out, Rook. We shall meet soon.
I just heard Elganon. Lucican. He said my name.
What did this place used to be?
The way it's laid out, it seems built for this kind of ritual.
Another group of mercenaries!
We can't let them slow us down.
Hitting us from range! That spot, move!
Finale moves your... Got us at range. Watch it. Blight. Well, we're getting closer.
If the gods finish their dagger, open the Fade and unleash all the Blight. Even Solus was terrified of that.
Right. He's bad, but not that bad.
Tom, your vision, your loyalty will be rewarded. Ghilanane and I must complete our task before we join you. But this magic we harness will transform the world. And all those within it.
Archdemon!
Well, you can't miss it.
Come on, we're getting closer to where the gods are making their dagger.
Ok ragazzi, facciamo così. Prima di salutarci qua, per questo video, carica un po' il controller e ci vediamo quindi al prossimo video di Dragon Age. Quindi grazie per aver visto questo video, ciao a tutti, alla prossima.